how y'all like this camera angle. If y'all like it better, tell me. If not, I'll go back to the older one. Let me get this bike a little warmed up and I'll do the review. So, of the new bike. I've had this bike probably around 3 months, maybe. But, I haven't had to do really anything to it besides change the clutch cable out because I was riding and it broke. I don't know why. I didn't do nothing. I just adjusted it a little bit where the clutch would be easier to pull and it broke. So I'm back on the stock setup now. It's a little harder to pull. The only thing about the Chinese pit bikes is that some of the stuff on them are easy to pull and some of the other stuff are hard to pull. I really do not know why. But let's go see if we can find some pretty good shade here somewhere. So we can do this review. I should have washed it. A couple weeks ago I took it out when it was early in the morning. And there was water on the ground. Okay, so here's the bike. It's the Tao EB17, 125cc. I mean, there's nothing really bad that I can say about it besides the gas cap. I need to get another one of the breathers because the way they made it, there's not really like a ball bearing in it, so if the gas comes up, there's like a little hole at the side and it'll just shoot it out. And I mean, not really anything that I can say bad about it. I mean, I like the grips, they're pretty good. Clutch is pretty easy to pull. Front brake doesn't work too bad or too good, but the back brake works phenomenal. The back rear shock is really good. The exhaust is really loud. That's the only thing that I really don't like about it, because it's so loud. I think I'm gonna piss people off sometimes by riding. The front forks are very, very hard. So you coming like from me going on the track, if you don't see like the last video, coming down on some of those jumps, it barely even feel it because it just absorbs it so good. And disc brakes front and rear, and I've never really bottomed out because it's a bit, but I mean, fork seals are not leaking. I've had it about 6 months. That's good about this one, I guess. When I was looking at this, I was thinking about getting the SSR, but no, I seen this one and I'm like, it looks cooler personally, and it's bigger, so I got this one. I mean, when you first get it, as soon as you take it out of the crate, go ahead and go through all the bolts on it, because look, I didn't do that and I've already lost the bolt out of here. I had to replace this one because there's two like this on here, so I lost it. That's what I lost. I mean, starts usually good every time, as long as you put the choke on. After it's warm, you usually do not have to do that. But I mean, it's good. And there's another thing: if you get it wet, blow it off. If you don't get the water off, it will rust. It rained one night, and I had it up under the carport where it wasn't really covered in my garage, and it was right there. There's rust. Kind of hot. Right there's rust. Make sure anytime you go to like the track, like I did, clean out your air filter because that thing gets packed. Dirt. It has maybe wore just a slight bit, and I rode it on high. And I mean, that's really it. I mean, it's fast and everything. So, yeah. I mean, the tank's big. I think it's almost like a gallon or something. I may be wrong. I'm not sure. Oh yeah. The only thing that, if y'all didn't hear me earlier, the only thing that I had to replace is the clutch cable. I was riding at the track, and like I said, I just had adjusted it, and it just broke. Luckily, we got warranty on it, and it wasn't that long after I bought it. They had sent me a new one to put on it. I mean, I haven't really done anything else to it. Everything else is just stopped. I'm trying to think. Did I do anything to it? I don't think so. When I'm under the seat, I don't think you can see it, but right here, that's the CDI. I'm thinking about getting a racing CDI. No, yeah. The back shock is just a little soft, so tighten it up just a little bit. I weigh 100 something pounds. It kind of comes up and hit the exhaust. It came up worse before I tightened it, and it rubbing the exhaust. That'll come off when I wash it, but before I'd even adjusted it, the tire was coming all the way up and hitting up here. But yeah, I mean, that's really it. I mean, I haven't really. That hole on the chain guard was the only thing that I lost. Everything else has seemed to stay on. Now the rubber, like this. I've already kind of lost a piece from it because when I kick it, it kind of goes sideways a little bit and pulls it off. And when it came off once, I kicked it, and the piece fell off. I've changed the spark plug because when I first got it, it ran really, really rich. It's basically too much gas going into it. So, maybe the second week after I got it, I'd already took the carburetor off. There was a little cap on it. You have to drill the cap off to get to the screw to do the air mixture and stuff screw. The idle is already there. I don't know why they did that, but they did. And this is another thing. The plastics don't line up. This side is worse than the other side. This side kind of lines up. And I mean, that's really it. I mean, there's not really, for $700, this is not a bad bike. I mean, like I said, I've taken it to the track. It's fast, it's torquey. I mean, if you're not careful and you hit the gas in first gear, you'll pop a wheelie. I mean, it's very easy. And then, second, if you pop the clutch, you'll just go backwards. It's not good. And then, this is another thing that I don't like about it. You have to have it neutral to start it. Because if you pull in the clutch, you see how there's compression. If I pull in the clutch, there's absolutely nothing, and it doesn't do nothing. You have to be in neutral to start it. There may be something in the transmission that I can take out, but I don't really want to do that. I don't want to take a risk of breaking it. I mean, that's really it. Other than that stuff, I mean, it's really good bike for the price. If you're watching this video thinking about maybe getting one of these, I would say, go ahead. I mean, price, it is not bad. $700, you crash it or whatnot. If you break a plastics, as long as you can get some that fit it, they just replace it. They're not that expensive. But luckily I haven't crashed really yet. It's only fell over on me once because of the I'm trying to convince my parents to get me a stand for the bike because this kickstand is much too tall for it. It sets up at a very tall angle, and if I didn't have it stuffed into the ground like that, one little breeze and it would come over to watch. Just whoop, and it'll come over. I mean, other than that, it's really good. I mean, my dad can ride it, my uncle can ride it. My dad is about 6 something. That's how tall he is, 6 something, and it's a little bit small for him. I mean, I don't know how tall I am, but I mean it comes almost up to almost my waist. But other than that stuff, it's a pretty good bike. Okay, that's gonna be it.